Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Monday to each and every one of you. Holy moly, what's going on right now? Jungle Inc. I don't know. The truth seeker, I don't know. The truth teller, I don't know. The dose of reality giver, I don't know. Sounding the alarm. It's interesting video, interesting post. Uh, for sure. And look, I think what's important and the greatest value add to his post here recently about the Ripple stablecoin in his video is in preparation. Is in preparation for what could happen. As an investor, we have to be prepared. It's a little alarming for me that it's still everything about the XRPL is still Ripple focused. um, that's alarming to me. That everything about the XRPL is still Ripple, the company, focused. It's not orchestra finance focused. It's not Moy finance focused, DEX5 Pro focused, Anados finance. It's still this company over here with ideas and visions of going and doing a thing that hasn't put, there's no fruit on the tree there, right? There's no realized vision yet. I'm going to share some people's comments from Jungle's post on X as well. And one guy shared an infographic. I'm going to share it with you. I'm alarmed that he's showing this about Ethereum and the shortcomings in this infographic. And he completely missed the plot with sharing it. I'll share that with you guys later. But in any case, shout out to Jungle for having the courage to wake people up to the possibilities. Again, as an investor, we got to be prepared for all fronts and what could possibly happen. You guys probably know what I've been saying on this channel for months now about how I stand with XRP, what I'm doing with my XRP, what I'm not doing with my dirty, nasty fiat in relation to XRP. I've shared it many, many times, not adding, no longer chasing this game and letting the game come to me in reference to the XRPL ecosystem. So, in any case, guys, this is your XRP Ripple daily news. In around 0 to 10 minutes, let's get into it. So, according to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is down 2.7% in the last 24 hours and is currently at $2.37 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is around 54,000. Bitcoin is at 64,000 even. What the world? 64,000 even. And on the 30-day, it is up 8%. Ethereum is at $2,632 again. On the 30-day, it's 4.2%. Solana is at $156 again. On the 30-day, it is up 14%. XRP is at 63 cents again. And on the 30-day, it is up nearly 11%. Nearly 11%. Look, sooner or later, people are going to realize that the cycles are the cycles, the narratives are the narratives. It's all about playing the narratives of the cycle. Not the bull run, of the cycle. Not just the bull run, playing it of the cycle. Hugely important. Big lesson to learn. Something that I had to learn, didn't understand how it all works. Again, it takes about 5 years for you new guys new in this space. It takes you 5 years to figure out what's going on. What am I in? What am I doing here? It takes 5 years. It doesn't. Once you figure out what the game that you're in, the game that you're playing, then you can begin to come up with a strategy, right? With the strategy to execute, to create wealth and possibly generational wealth for you and your family. So SWE right here, again, is checking all the boxes for the technology, for the narrative, for the partnership, whatever you, right? All of those kinds of things. There's a narrative going on right now in SWE, right? Transaction speed, crazy. It's got some stuff in its technology that other things just don't have. It's got the, former Facebook people who split up into two groups. The former Meta DM thing, they split up into two groups. Aptos, SWE. These are narratives. These are, again, it's about garnering attention, right? You can't have crappy technology. It's got to be fast. It's got to be efficient. It's got to do something that some other things aren't doing, and SWE has it. You kind of have to get that. Certainly not financial advice, not telling anyone to go buy some SWE. I've bought 3 or 4 times now. First 2 times, first time was under $1 for 55 cents. The second time was just over $1. I think it was either $1.20, $1.28, somewhere around there. In any case, and then I bought some more $1.55 or something like that as well. But it's up 150%, 115% on the 30-day. BitTensor Tau is doing this thing as well, right? And there's Aptos right there. It's not doing too bad. It's $3 billion in market cap. Interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how things go. It's going to play out in an interesting way, but we're going to be able to track and see. A lot of people thinking SWE is going to have that same kind of run as Solana did. We don't know, but we're going to see. Ultimately, I look at, what are they building? Is it in its own lane, like Flare Networks, right? Is it in its own lane? Is it breakthrough technology, et cetera, with right narratives? To me, this checks all the boxes for a great run. We'll see how it goes. It is still, however, in a 10% bucket of my dirty, nasty fiat allocation. Still. And we're going to see how it does 2026 going forward, it does in the bear market, right? That's what I'm looking to see. Are they going to be building? Are there going to be more DApps? Are they going to be able to have a sustained amount of sustainability in the network adoption curve? Those kind of things. In any case, let me get to Jungle Eek's post. He has a couple of them. This is one of them. So he is referencing Vet's post that I shared with you guys yesterday in my video about expectation management. Jungle says, if the Ripple stablecoin only launched on Ethereum, I'm going to blow up. Only Ripple would do something like this. It better be a dual launch. Now, I find it interesting that no one from Ripple, David Schwartz, didn't, no comments yet. David Schwartz commented on Vet's post about the phrase deeper freeze in reference to the XLS amendments, but nothing about the possibility of launching on Ethereum only. I do believe we got the word that this is not going to be in the States first. In any case, right? So this is Jungle Post. If Ripple only launched on Ethereum, going to blow up. Only Ripple would do something like this. It better be a dual launch. Then you got people in the comments of the thread who just, I don't know. They don't understand. In my opinion, just don't understand. I shared that post from Marty Party, and when I read these posts here, this is what it feels like to me. Let me see if I can example. You're hilarious. Do you really think that your blowing up means anything to what is happening? Let me know when you decide to run an international company in finance and also care about a social media influencer. It's on Jungle's post. Should tell Ripple how angry it makes you. Also tell them why you feel they are responsible for making the price of XRP to go up. Why? What are you crying for now? uh, this to me, here's another one. Do you always whine this much, Jungle? I previously paid attention to what you had to say, but lately all you do is complain about XRP. So I had to stop. Stay positive and don't read into things that aren't true. Let me share something here real quick. Hopefully I still got this Marty Party post up here. It says here, this is for the cycle. The only way you can F this up is not acting now, hesitating due to Stockholm syndrome. This is where you have fallen into some emotional attachment to your bleeding bags, are somehow indebted to the community. Still believe the asset will recover even though there are zero new innovations and barely any new users. Maybe you are in love with the founder. Bye. You think that's going on in the XRPL community? People in love with the founder and the CEO? I'm going to show you some statistics about new users. Maybe you're in love with the founder. I don't know. These are the reasons for the attachment, but you have a condition. Pull it together. You are running out of time. Let me share this here real quick. This is just some food for thought before I go into the jungle stuff. This is developerreport.com. Okay, so let me do a couple of things here. Let me do Ethereum real quick. Ethereum, 2,788 full-time devs, 8,865 monthly active devs. It's important, right? New devs, active devs, full-time is 2,700. That's almost 2,800. That's Ethereum. I'm just going to go through the top few here. Oh, will it not do Bitcoin? Oh, there's Bitcoin. I guess I had to spell it out. 358, 1,246 monthly, 12,000 Bitcoin repos. Solana, 664, 2,856 monthly active developers. Important things to note, right? Let's look at Sui. 202 full-time devs, 1,108 monthly active developers. Pretty good. XRP has more active, I think, more full-time devs than that. 33 full-time developers. The second longest standing blockchain in the digital asset space. Sui is barely a year old. Solana is barely 4 years old. 166 monthly active devs. 33 full-time devs. According to developerreport.com. Again, let me do Ethereum. 33 to 2,788. Do Bitcoin. 33 to 358. Solana. 33 to 664. Again, this is just the reality of the situation. As investors, are we here just to be hoped up, or do we want the facts? Do we want full disclosure? Do we really want to know what's really going on? Or do we just want to be hoped up on the promise? These are the numbers. These are the numbers. Not our numbers, the numbers. $33. Here's another post from Jungle. Then I'm gonna let you guys listen to a video. It's interesting. Video that Jungle did this morning. The only thing that I would say is something about the interoperability thing. But other than that, I think it's wise to have the big picture or the full picture, complete picture. Ripple's stablecoin will lack key capabilities on the XRPL if it even launches there at all. Reports suggest it could start on Ethereum. Despite having time for parties, swell events, Apex conferences, sidechain development, and even examining smart contracts for the XRPL, Ripple hasn't ensured the XRPL is ready for what could be their biggest launch in years. And again, we got David Schwartz has said the reality of the XRPL, and people just it goes in one ear and goes out the other. People don't know how to build on the XRPL. In 2024, the first time I'm ever hearing that. And because they thought they were going to win off-chain, it took them years to address that challenge. Years. It's kind of the same thing as Ethereum, with taking 7 and 9 years to make something happen. Kind of that same kind of thing. Ripple hasn't ensured the XRPL is ready for what could be the biggest launch in years. Again, for me, just another problem that a company has to ensure something happens on the XRPL. Because if not a lot of people know how to build, it's only a certain amount of builders on the XRPL, and a certain amount of them are just at Ripple, a small amount. They're looking to change that, but they're not looking to change that until 2024. So for cycle purposes, we all have decisions to make. Jungle has made his decision. I've already made my decision. He hops on my live streams all the time. I've expressed my decision multiple times. And the reason why. He says the clear focus on Ethereum should be telling. The clear focus on Ethereum. XRP will likely perform well this bull run, but it's no longer a top 3 chain like it used to be. Ripple's influence on the XRPL is no longer as significant as many believed. XRP is a good asset, but not a great one. The goal, this is Jungle, I'm reading from Jungle. The goal should be to sell it all during the upcoming bull run. Most price targets should be moved down. This isn't an asset to hold cycle after cycle. You could tell he's been tuning in to a lot of my live streams because I've been helping or trying to paint a bigger picture. I talk about year-over-year return on an asset. That's an asset that is going up the network adoption curve, sustained network growth, daily active users, et cetera, et cetera. And you have to check if your chain has that, because if your chain has that, then the asset will be in demand. thus creating price and value accrual. Not promises, not promises. I say my opinion is Ripple's liquidity incentive event is going to be the tell. That will be the tell. That will be, for me, it'll be the defining moment of whether or not this asset will be a hold for the next cycle or no. We're going to know in a matter of weeks whether the SEC is going to appeal. That will be a consideration as well. Because if they do appeal, I don't know if Ripple will be able to have a liquidity incentive event with the digital asset XRP. I don't know if they'll be able to. So I got to tell you, the boys who decided to attack Ripple and the asset XRP and the XRPL, you get the sense that they got their money's worth. They got their money's worth. Now we can argue and we can debate about whether or not it's unfair, and because this happened, that's why this. But the reality is, this is where it is. And we just got to be able to deal with the truth. Not come up with excuses for why it is, but just accept that it is. The clear focus on Ethereum should be telling. XRP will likely perform well this bull run, but it's clear it's no longer a top 3 chain like it used to be, says Jungle Inc. Ripple's influence on the XRPL is no longer as significant as many believe. Jungle Inc. goes on to say XRP is a good asset, but not a great one. The goal should be to sell it all during the upcoming bull run. Most price targets should be moved down. This isn't an asset to hold cycle after cycle. Interesting stuff from Jungle. Because I just think that, and then you got some people responding in the post here. Are you intentionally, the R word, I won't say it, in this display, Ripple stablecoin tracker? I don't know if this is a test or not. Jungle says this is a test transaction of this 100,000 stablecoin. It doesn't really matter. We're almost at the end, boys and girls, says a commenter. When XRP OGs start flooding and losing faith, we reached maximum pain. Jungle says it's not a religion. Faith isn't something you should be using. Jordan Field says, Jungle, you're going down the path to the dark side. Put that red Ethereum lightsaber away. Get a green one and return to the Jedi XRP temple. So I'm going to read this post again, and I'm going to share. Again, this is a guy, big on other chains like Solana and Sui, and again, I had a chance to listen to him talk a couple of times. I've been kind of due diligent, checking out his posts. I'm going to say this again. The only way you can F this up, not acting now, hesitating due to Stockholm syndrome. This is where you have fallen into some emotional attachment to your bleeding bags. I challenge you to go to intothecryptoverse.com. Sign up, it's free. Go to the tools section, scroll down to DCA strategy, put some dates in there, put the asset XRP, Ethereum, Solana in there, and see what a DCA strategy would have brought you. Different years. Pick some years, pick some dates. Do 22 to 24, do 20 to 22, do 18 to 20, do 16 to 18. And then just take a look at what you got going on in your wallet. How's it doing? Not how you hope it does. Again, I know you guys are going to come up with, you know, this happened and that happened and this happened and this happened. Look, the cycles are the cycles. It is what it is. But the cycles are the cycles. And the formula is clear about going up into the right on the network adoption curve. It is clear, and it is indisputable. Let's take a listen to the jungle here. This video is Ripple XRP. I hate to say it.
And saying, you know what, we're not integrating, we are not making sure we are interoperable. Like, this is all of the focus is on Ethereum. That's where they're going with this. And so this is my take on things. Again, I'm not a blockchain or investing expert, but I think XRP is still going to do quite well this bull run. It's got US liquidity. It's on all the major exchanges. There's still a lot going on. People are going to get excited about it. Even very bad assets usually perform well during a bull run. And XRP is not a bad asset, but it's clearly no longer a top 3 cryptocurrency. It's not the premium, the top of the top. It just isn't. And it's not in Ripple's plans either. You can see what they're doing. They're launching a new, very important product of theirs. And they don't care if the XRP ledger is ready for that. That should be really, really, really telling. Ripple's influence or really plans revolving around the XRP ledger is not as significant as what most people believe. It just isn't. We can see that with this.
And so just understand, again, another thing that David Schwartz has said, you know, the process. All right, so we discover a challenge on issue. The stablecoin clawback, XRPL, AMM, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. AMM does not take tokens to have this clawback thing, right? They discover this challenge and this issue. But the process for the XRPL and these amendments are what they are. It takes a long time. Everyone's going to argue, well, that's important, and that's important, that's great, and you don't want to mess things up. All of that stuff, right? So Ripple got themselves into a situation now that they have to go elsewhere, possibly first. And if they do go to the XRPL, the full benefits of it will not be realized in the beginning. It's going to take some time. These are realities. Except the XLS, these amendments are processed. These are months thing. Well, Ripple needs a win, and they got to be able to go to places where they can get the win. And if it's Ethereum, it's Ethereum. But for you as an investor, what does that mean for you? Are you just constantly beholden and dependent upon what one company on the XR or using the XRPL? And how is that faring for you?
I put XRP as a good asset, but not a great one. And my personal goal is every XRP I have goes out the door before the end of this bull run, before the music stops. There's some assets that I'm going to hold, you know, cycle to cycle, long term. This ain't one of them. It just cannot be. I also believe, you know, at least for my price targets, I've moved them down. You have to, in my opinion, downgrade that. And
just real quick, you know, remember I kept saying on the live streams, you know, there's greater access to the asset XRP this time around as opposed to 20 and 21. So it's going to participate in the bull run. But where are we pricing it? Where are we pricing it for the bull run? Is it from the 50 and 60 cents? Or is it from the previous all-time high? That's just the challenge that I've been having. And we're going to see which one that's going to look like. We're going to see. Is it going to 40x? I don't know. Or is it going to, 3 to 7x from the previous all-time high? That's $7 to $21, $7 to $22. Not 7, 12 to 27, 12 to 21. So let's say I'm going to round up $3.84 to $4. 3x is $12. 4x, $16. Is it going to do that? Like Ethereum from its previous all-time high to 12K. Is it going to do that? Or is it going to do something else? It's hard to say. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I think the most important thing really is, since we know the formula, is how's it doing on the network adoption curve? And I just got to tell you, 33 full-time devs. Again, I ask you, what are the things that you're using on every single day basis that's on the XRPL? Where are you doing DeFi? Where are you gaming? Where are you doing AI stuff on the XRPL? Where are you making payments?
This just isn't really a long-term hold. You take advantage of this growth, of this price appreciation that's likely in front of us. But man, at least here, I'm gonna be hitting that sell button, and probably early and often. Phase out of this coin. It's just not there. It's just not what it should have been. It's not what we thought it would be. Some of it is the court case, of course. A lot of it is failures that Ripple has had. Whatever the reasons are, we just haven't got the traction we need.
Well, here's the thing I will say. The court case is not a small thing. It's a big deal, right? Because, cloud on title is a major, major deal. But that's not an excuse, right? It's the reality. It's the reality. And again, I always want to point out what happened with Telegram. Same thing, a suit, SEC brought it, took them down, they recovered, they rebounded, they did a thing, but the suit happened. It happened. So there's a chance for the XRPL. But the reality is, this has been the longest suit, the longest hit. It's still a thing. It's still cloudy. It's still there. And for this cycle, I have to consider that the cloud on title is still there. Again, it's still there. And some people, I always point to Binance, what happened with CZ. The founder and the coin still did its thing. The chain still ran. The daily active users are still there. The dude got arrested by, 3 or 4 different agencies, Department of Justice, SEC, all of those people, CFT, all of them came after this dude. What happened to the BNB token? Why did it still perform? Because it's a bunch of people building stuff on the chain. And there's a bunch of people using it. And it's inexpensive and it's cheap. But the reality is, the active users, all of those things were still there. That's just the reality. And it's not on the XRPL. And in 2024, they've decided to address it, to have a focus on addressing these lack of daily active users, lack of network adoption. But for the cycle, what are you prepared to do? I already told you what I'm doing. I'm waiting for this liquidity incentive event from Ripple X, whenever that is. And if the SEC appeals, I understand that they're probably going to have to delay that incentive event that David Schwartz talked about some more. They probably will have to do that. But I think the telltale sign for network adoption is that incentive event. Will there be people coming to the XRPL to participate in that? Will projects launch and or bring their projects to the XRPL? All of those kind of things because of the liquidity incentive event. To me, that's the biggest test. Second biggest is how is this asset going to perform in this cycle? It's going to be interesting to see. But the biggest tell is network adoption.
And it's just not going to magically happen overnight. Just do not think this is a premium blockchain anymore. It is a good blockchain. It has functionality. It has liquidity. It has adoption. It's good. It's just not great. And you can't hold something that is not great from cycle to cycle with this volatile of an asset class. They're all going out the back door at some point during this bull run. And that's just the way I'm approaching it. It's my opinion, the way I see things. Let me know down below what you think, though. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.
So in any case, there it is, fam. I just think it's a little truth telling as investors. I think it's important for us to gain different perspectives and come to our own conclusion. I hope that you're able to come to your own conclusion about the assets that you hold. Here's the thing that I would challenge you to look into, see if it's correct. Network adoption and going up and to the right on the network adoption curve, which includes daily active users, new wallets, new projects, new builders, new projects. Check out the ones that have run. Check out Solana, check out Sui, and see if you see that there. And then ask yourself, are you seeing that on the XRPL? All right, fam. There it is. This wraps up the XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor, hit that like button. It's one of the greatest ways to support the channel. And if you happen to be in that, and it gets the channel out to more people, I think that's hugely important because this new asset class is massive. This new financial system that is a digital asset space is massive. It can change a lot of people's lives out there who are hurting right now in the old or current financial system that is just totally wiping out their wealth and giving it to the ultra old money out there. So if you happen to be in that 45 to 50% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the crypto seeds, if you've enjoyed those hangouts, we're trying to get that number from 50% down to about 25% or so. And you can do your part by just hitting that subscribe button right now. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. Now, I'm going to ask you to consider this or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.